Greetings and salutations, movie fans. Welcome back to another fun episode of Studio Alley. I wanted to actually say something like good evening, but some people might be listening to this in the morning, and some people might be listening late at night. So, just cover everything and say greetings, everybody.
I like listening to our podcast in the shower.
Yeah. Wait, is it plugged into the wall? And you've got it?
Yeah.
That's a little unsafe, sir.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
So,
as long as you're listening.
I live dangerously.
That's all that matters. As long as you're listening. Yeah. That's what matters. Welcome, everybody. Like I said, this is Studio Alley, where I am John.
And I am David.
And we love to talk about movies, and more movies. It's Movie News Monday.
It is.
And if you're new here or if you're returning, what we do on Movie News Monday is we talk about things that people are talking about, things we wonder why are they talking about, and things we think you should be talking about. Because we're very opinionated.
Yeah.
And we give you our honest opinion.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's harsh and cold. Kind of like, sometimes your lover's eyes. They're cold and harsh. But you still want them anyway.
But you actually look them in the eyes? Ha! Stopped doing that years ago.
Yeah, it's been kind of a slow news week. Not too much going on.
It's been slow forever.
And you know why?
Because we're not right. It's like we're at the cusp of like summer movie season, and it's just like dead.
But you know why too, though, this week too, though, is because there's one thing everybody's still talking about. They're talking about it for like 3 weeks now.
Possible nuclear war?
Well, that too. But I was thinking, if you don't want to think about that,
okay.
I was thinking, the whole Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is coming out, so that's pretty much all that's been taken.
Are you happy with that title?
Yeah.
Or would you have been happy with like a subtitle?
No, I like Volume 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think it's a nice play on the whole music thing. I like it.
Okay.
But I'm very, very much trying to avoid watching any of the clips and.
Even though you just watched the clip when I was.
Well, I mean the clips are okay, but I mean like, I've been trying to avoid other people's reviews and stuff and stuff like that. So
I get you.
But you know what? I do want to bring up one thing real quick before I get to another discussion. Now you mentioned it. I was thinking about the other day, and I was thinking about, we often when we review films, sometimes we do our review like a week after the film's been out, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I like to believe that we do that, here's why I like to do that, is because sometimes you leave the theater and you're all hyped up, you're like, that movie was amazing! And then a week later you sit and you realize, oh, wait a minute, this had this problem.
Yeah.
It really wasn't as good.
Honestly, I kind of don't like reviewing a movie right after I saw it either.
I like to think about it for a while, because that's what happens. Because, let me tell you something, I walked out of The Mummy 2 thinking, that movie was hilarious! That little kid was so dope! And
so dope.
Yeah,
it was a weird time.
Yeah, it was, it's the 90s or whatever.
It was 2000s.
Right,
Don't try to sugarcoat that. Like, oh, it was in the 90s. I was stupid back then.
I'm just saying, I was totally like, oh, that movie was amazing!
Yeah.
Like, years later, I'm like, that movie's really bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's bad.
It's real bad.
But I first walked out of the theater, I thought, it was so great. That kid was amazing. That was so great.
You know what's really good in that movie, though?
Oh, who's that?
Is, what's her face?
Rachel Weisz? Rachel Weisz is good in anything, though. That's why.
Yeah.
But she looked really good in those movies, though. I liked her in that whole 40s kind of thing.
She's got the face for it.
I loved her in the first one. She looked amazing. Really, I like the word amazing too.
Amazing!
But she looked really good in that one. But another thing I want to talk about, David. We talked about Star Wars. Star Wars. They're talking about now that they've got plans now. They're going crazy. They want to make all kinds of sequels and stuff. But I got thinking the other day, and I started talking to a friend at work. I really started talking about the Star Wars movies, especially because my wife, for some reason, spent $35 on the prequels. And I literally could not talk to her for like 2 days. I was like, I can't even look at you.
Oh, I'm totally fine with like you went to like a discount like DVD place and bought the prequels for like shits and giggles. Oh, that's cool. No. $35 Blu-ray.
$35 Blu-ray. She bought them right from
Unforgivable.
Best Buy or Target. One of the two of them. I was like, I can't talk to you. I can't even look at you right now.
Was it at least like no?
But then I sat there and watched the whole prequels with them. I watched all three of them, and I was just like, God, they're still as bad as I remember.
They're really bad. But that first one's really bad.
Oh yeah.
It is like shit.
And I'm not trying to be mean, but the little kid aspect, Anakin being in love with this grown woman, it's so creepy. And to watch her telling this little kid, I have feelings for you. And he's a little 8-year-old boy, and she's like 25. It's like, So creepy. But anyway, I got to thinking about that though.
Yeah.
Before we get into our movie news, I want to talk about this real quick. The discussion. I started thinking about it. And I started thinking about the Jedi Masters: Yoda, Obi-Wan. Technically, Darth Vader is a Jedi Master, but he's more of the Sith. But I was thinking.
Well, he was never a master.
Oh, that's
he
right.
never
actually
got a master.
No, I thought he was a master. Wasn't he a master in this?
Nope.
No, he never actually made it.
Nope. That's why he was pissy in the third one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Obi-Wan's holding me back. Yeah. Okay. So I got
Because you
thinking.
dress like you're a goth kid. Like that's.
I got thinking about Obi-Wan, and I got thinking about Yoda, and I got thinking about now Luke and the new ones. And watching these movies, you know what kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You know what kind of thing they're laying down for viewers, for young viewers watching this? You know what lesson they're teaching? I just realized. Think about that again. Let me remind you what I'm thinking.
Natalie Portman has a nice midriff.
No. Think about the Jedi Masters are supposed to be like the peacekeepers, and they're amazing and again amazing.
They become generals and soldiers and mercenaries.
Yeah, but think about it for a minute though. There are these peacekeepers and the ultimate badass people and their wisdom and all this stuff, right? Think about what Yoda, Ben, and Luke all do.
What?
The lesson in these movies is when the going gets tough and things go to shit, run and hide and let somebody else deal with it. I just realized that the other day. I got thinking about it.
Okay,
every one of them goes. Yoda says, I was watching the prequels. I thought that I realized Yoda can't beat. He can't beat.
You didn't fight. I gotta do.
Right. He gets in a fight with the Emperor, and then he realizes I'm just gonna go into hiding. Fuck the world.
Yeah.
And he just lets Anakin.
Failed. I did.
Right. And he knows what Anakin's gonna do. He knows and he just goes into hiding.
Yeah.
And what does Obi-Wan do? Well, I'll take care of Luke. I'll go drop off the babies, and then I'm gonna go into hiding too.
Yeah.
And then what happens in the new ones? Luke tries to teach new Jedi's. Kylo Ren turns on him. What does he do? I'm gonna go run and hide.
Yeah.
Like the lesson in these Star Wars movies is when the going gets tough and things go to hell, run and hide. Let the world take care of it.
Well, to be fair, the Jedi they are a religious sect, and that's pretty much what they do. It's like not to be controversial here, but that's religious. They just kind of do that sometimes.
I mean,
just like,
it's really the more I thought about it, I really got heartbroken. I was like, man.
Yeah.
Yoda and Obi-Wan realize how awful Anakin has become, and he's just killed hundreds of little kids. He's killed hundreds of freaking Jedi Knights, and they're just gonna let him get running free.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna hide. Too bad, world. Sorry. And they know. And okay, now keep in mind, within the span of 20 years, he becomes Darth Vader, and they take over the whole galaxy, and they're killing and murdering, slaughtering people left and right, and nobody does anything about it. They're just like, well, I'm a Jedi Master, I am, but I'm in hiding, so your problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live in the swamp and eat brush. It's like, but Yoda, don't you care? No fucks I give.
Yeah.
That's
pretty much it. I think that's what he said in Empire.
And Obi-Wan's like, well, I'm busy. What are you doing? I'm watching over the boy.
Yeah.
It's a baby. Yeah, but I'm watching over the boy. What's he gonna do? Get attacked by Jawas?
Yeah. That last week he almost bumped his head on the corner of the table.
And now Luke says, I'm gonna teach new Jedis. And they turn on him. And so he says, you can't do that. You can't do that. And Kylo Ren says, watch this. I'm gonna kill your best friend. Oh. Yeah. What does Luke do? She comes to find him. He looks at her and he says, I don't want that.
You ever think that maybe Luke went on that planet and his battery died in his X-Wing and he just can't get off? Like, there's no cell phone reception on whatever that planet was. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't even know if they had a planet name, did it?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Jeddah was the other one.
But maybe I'm thinking too hard about it, but really, when I really think about it, these are terrible role models now.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it,
I mean,
really, like, Luke saying, it's time the Jedi end, I'm like, yeah, you guys kind of suck. You guys are
you cause
really
more
bad.
Problems than anything else.
Yeah,
like,
you guys are really not doing a good job.
And like I said, no matter what you argue, the fact of the matter remains is Obi-Wan and Yoda knew how awful Anakin became, and they just let him keep slaughtering people for years to come. For years! They just let him, they just said, well, it's not my problem. And no matter what you argue, oh, well, Ben thought he was dead. Oh, come on. Really? He's been on this planet? Come on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if you want to say, well, Ben didn't know. He didn't, you're telling me, no, he didn't hear about the Empire taking over all
Don't you think it should have been more dramatic after he chopped off Anakin's limbs and he saw him dying? Like he had like regret and he actually saved him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you think that would have been more of a dramatic moment?
Yeah.
All the terrible stuff that he'll end up doing is it was because he showed compassion towards his old friend.
Yeah.
I think that would have been more dramatic.
And look at Luke now, for example, right? forget the old ones now. You move on. Luke becomes a new Jedi, saves the galaxy, frees whatever else up, becomes this great hero, right? He starts teaching new kids. The kids turn on. Kylo Ren turns on him. His own nephew turns against him. And what does he do? He just lets him. And look at the repercussions. I'm going to run away and hide. Kylo Ren joins Empire, starts killing people left and right. Luke's just sitting in his little temple going, no my problem, no my problem. And look what the repercussions is. It kills his best friend, kills Han Solo. Kills
is it really his best friend?
Does it look like he have any friends? He's not alone in a temple all by himself.
I think his best friends are R2.
What, R2? Did you get the robot?
Yeah, that's how sad and pathetic Luke is.
Yeah. So I'm just, I don't know, just a little, I want to know what people, did I just click on something that people haven't thought of, or people realize how terrible the Jedi are, but they love the movie so much, they're just like, oh, okay.
You know what you sound like? You sound like the Sith. That's what I'm saying.
At least the Sith you knew where they were coming from.
Yeah.
You know, they just said, hey, I'm going to be bad. Luke,
Blackie Pueblo, the Knight of Ren.
Yeah, and Luke and Yoda and Ben are all like, hey, we're good people. Oh, the world's going to hell? Okay, that's not our problem. We're going to hide. Yeah. It just really bothers me now that I think about it. I'm like, oh, man. And now, according to the trailer, the new one, yeah, Luke's all like, the Jedi have to end. Because you've done so much good stuff anyway, right?
They did a lot of good. I don't know.
Remember
they killed all those things.
Yeah, but now that I get off my soapbox, oh, geez.
Yeah, like I said,
there's a few, but, you know, let's move on to Movie News Monday, though. But share your thoughts with me. Do you think I'm just looking too hard into it? Do you think I should cut old Yoda a break?
John's rant of the week.
Yeah. Should I give Yoda and Ben a you know, it's not their fault that
after rewatching the prequels, are you game for an Obi-Wan prequel or Obi-Wan solo film?
No, I feel like Obi-Wan.
Okay, now let's move along.
Listen, you know why though? Because I watched the Clone Wars too.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
Yeah,
so I feel like Obi-Wan's story's told. Now, if you're gonna say you're gonna make the movies, and it's gonna be like the books, where the books don't even exist, so you're gonna say the cartoons don't exist.
Oh, that's not the case though.
Okay, well,
then like Rebels and the Clone Wars are like canon now. Like they're
right.
Like
See,
official.
so then to me, Obi-Wan's story's told. So I don't know. And I think people should. I haven't watched Rebels yet. I really want to see it, but I can't get a hold of it anywhere. But because I don't have cable, I don't watch TV. So.
Oh well, who watches TV? Nobody watch cable.
That's why so many reality shows.
Yeah.
So but yeah, if you, I suggest people watch the Clone Wars. Really. It's really that good, and it's very adult. People die left and right in horrible ways.
A lot of the sex, a lot of space sex.
No, I don't think there's any space sex.
No space? No space sex?
No, there's a lot of death though, like grim deaths and stuff. So.
And then the sex?
Yeah.
Clone sex?
Yes. If I say yes, will you watch it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. There's so many clone sex in there.
Does Obi-Wan drop the F-bomb every once in a while?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but he says it in a different language, so I'm not sure what he's saying. What does that mean though? Like if a clone has sex with another clone, it's basically like having sex with himself. Is that like masturbation?
Only if he pulls out.
Oh, okay. We lost the whole point here. Movie News Monday. Sorry, I want to get on a rant about Star Wars and where should we start? You know, let's jump right into the since we're talking about Star Wars, which was such a great part of everyone's youth. And you think about it, it's like everybody's youth, every generation.
Yeah, it was not a good part of my youth. I grew up in prequels, so.
Okay, well, it was still there though.
Yeah, I was around. I knew of it.
But you know what was really big when I was growing up too?
What?
When I had every action figure, everything there was possible to.
My Little Pony.
No, that was after.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that was after I collected all this.
Yeah, you were going through some things.
Yeah, I was going through it. No, I had all of the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Ah.
So
they kind of talk.
Yes. Did you remember the movie from the 80s? Did you ever have times
with Courtney Cox?
Yep.
And Dolph Lundgren?
Yes.
And
Frank Langella
as Skeletor?
Who was actually probably the best part of that movie. I just want you to know. Him and Skeletor is really good.
Because Frank Langella is always the best part of any movie.
This is true.
It's Frank Langella. Yes. And, no. I've seen it. I don't really remember too much of it because it's all New York. 1980s New York.
Yeah, right? They come to Earth.
Yeah. No, I don't really remember too much.
I remember
it made Flash Gordon look great.
Yeah,
and Flash Gordon was not good either.
Yeah,
but
and it's funny. I hear people from my generation always look back and be like, "Oh man, you know what I wish I had He-Man." Because remember, it was such a corny movie and so cheesy, but it's so good. Like, no, it doesn't fit. No, it's not. It's not one of those movies that's corny that fits into the good camp. No, it's just really bad. It really is.
I don't know. I bet it's pretty fun. Bet it's pretty fun to watch.
I got to watching the. I started watching the He-Man cartoon. It's on Netflix. The series.
Yeah.
I started watching those.
The old ones or
The old ones. Yeah.
ooh.
And they're not too good, really.
No, not too good.
They're not as good as much. I mean, the animation is pretty good, but as far as whatever cells they use, because there is about 10 cells they use over and over again. It's always the same him running, and then he punches the screen, or it's the same one of him turning left and right, and there's another cell of him bending over, picking up a rock and throwing it. It's always a big rock somewhere. There's always a big rock.
Yeah,
that
hit
picks
with
up
a
and
rock.
throws it.
He-Man, his biggest power is throwing a rock.
Right. But the question is, David, on Movie News Monday, why am I bringing up He-Man?
Well, I think it's because you've been watching too many cartoons on Netflix. That's all.
Okay, that's true too, but also, Sony has announced a new He-Man movie coming out, sir.
Okay, see, I'd be excited about this. I would be.
But
then you had to throw in the name of the studio that's making it.
Sony.
Sony.
What is your problem with Sony, sir? They make great Spider-Man movies.
Shut up. I like those Spider-Man movies.
I'm just
But-
saying.
But they kind of, they're real dumb. They're real dumb on how to handle their properties. Remember that their most expensive movie they made was Skyfall?
Was it Skyfall, really?
No, not Skyfall. I'm sorry. What was the one after Skyfall? Spectre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, that movie was so unmemorable that I literally just didn't remember the name. That was the most expensive movie ever.
That is a good point, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I bought it for my wife because she likes James Bond movies, and I don't.
I saw that opening day in like a fancy theater, and I was like, "Wow, this is okay." It shows like this is all the stuff about James Bond I don't like. But yeah, they don't know how to work their properties, and they keep trying to make these universes, build these universes, making a Venom movie now, and I feel like they just don't know how to make movies anymore. Oh, remember their Ghostbusters universe they wanted to build? Remember that?
Yeah.
With Channing Tatum and Chris Pratt, we're going to be in another version of the movie, and
Whatever happened to that?
the last Ghostbusters movie came out, and it was a big disappointment.
And Chris Pratt said, "No, I've changed my mind."
No, he probably wasn't even contacted. They were just throwing names around.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm sure there's people out there that are all excited, like, "Oh, a He-Man movie? Tell us more." Well, unfortunately, there's not much more to tell. Sony hasn't released too much more. Except for the fact that they're aiming for a 2019 right before the holidays.
Ooh.
So just like Transformers and stuff, hey, it's a good way to make some cash.
Ooh.
So sell some toys. But there's not too much information about it. But I guess my question is, do people really want to watch a barbarian guy run around in a little fuzzy underwear?
Yes.
I mean,
punching Merman in the face.
yeah, now, see, that would be kind of interesting to see the different creatures. I mean, Beastman and Merman and Trapjaw and all these guys, and Cyclops or Triclops and whatever. And
Triclops.
Triclops, yeah. So, and Manny Faces, he was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, that
Manny
guy.
Faces, his face would turn around.
Was it Faker? Was the blue He-Man?
It was the blue He-Man, which I don't understand why he was blue.
Well, what happened was they had so many extra He-Man figures and they dropped one in the blue.
I said, hey, look at this. He looks kind of cool.
He looks like a completely different character.
Well, he was on the one of the first episodes, the first cartoon series, by the way.
Oh yeah, he framed He-Man probably.
Yeah.
That's all you can do when you're Faker.
I think he does. He kind of.
Nobody suspected that he was. Well, why is He-Man blue?
But he's not blue. He looks exactly like He-Man.
Oh, why is he blue in the toy?
I have no idea. It sold more. I don't know.
Oh, just confused kids.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, what? That doesn't look like He-Man. That just looks like. What?
Right. Well, I just mean like the days of Conan the Barbarian though, running around in a little outfit. They're kind of over, I think. I hate to say that because remember the last Conan movie came out and it was a big disaster. Nobody saw it. So, does anybody want to watch a guy run around fighting a skeleton guy wearing the same kind of outfit with little underwear? I mean,
I do. I want to see this. I would love to see this. No, I don't think it's
it
gonna
almost
be
looks
good.
like it almost looks like it's gonna be like Japanese. What is it? I'm sorry, Mexican wrestling. The little guy, they all run these little underwears coming out and I'm Skeletor.
I just want to see something this ridiculous. I just want to see it. Make it happen.
I just don't see how it's gonna work though. That's all I don't understand. I mean, you've got.
How can you make this cool?
Yeah, I love He-Man because I collected all of it. I mean, I had Castle Grayskull, I had Snake Mountain, I had all kinds of ships, I had everything, everything. But I just. Is it gonna be like Star Wars there though? I mean, it's gonna be like a sci-fi movie. That's why all these creatures look different. They're all on the same planet.
It's gonna look like Kroll.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Or Dune.
I mean, think about it. You've got this planet Eternia, and you've got Beastman and Trapjaw. Why do they all look so different? Are they from different planets or?
And Evil Lyn.
And
that was my favorite Robot Chicken joke. Was your name's Evil Lyn? I thought your name was Evelyn. Yeah, pretty clever. No.
You know what's funny is I never thought about that until Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
And when they said that, I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, it is Evelyn!
I'm gonna change my name to Goodlin. That was such a great joke.
I never thought about that, so yeah, I totally wrote that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd love to see if they could make it work, but I don't know how it's really gonna happen.
I think the reason I want to see this is because I want to see Sony drop $250 million on this property, and I want to see a bunch of young actors putting on these stupid, horrible costumes and saying stuff like, "We must protect Castle Grayskull," and Skeletor is using his scepter, and I want to see
these guys run around with swords and shields.
Yeah.
But they have these high-tech flying machines,
Yeah.
so it's going to be really weird. And,
yeah, I want to see this. Make it happen.
And just imagine the CGI Battle Cat.
Oh my god, it'll be so good.
It'll this green tiger run around.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Just for added news, here is one little thing though. Mick G was originally going to direct this.
And he's Mick gone!
Yes, and he left for undisclosed reasons.
Because it just wasn't moving forward. Sony was having a lot of problems.
Does anybody know, David, do you know what other things Mick G has done?
Didn't Mick G do Charlie Daniels?
He did do Charlie's
Man,
Angels.
why do I know that?
Yep, I don't know.
Did he do, what was the other thing that was stupid? Did he do the, no, Rush Hour was the other guy.
I don't know. I just know he did Charlie's Angels.
That's it?
That's all I know. I mean, I'm sure he's done other things.
Did he do Terminator Salvation?
He might have. But I saw Charlie. I remember him in Charlie's Angels, and I was just like, wow, it was really cheesy. I mean, the action's okay, I guess, but it's really cheesy. So whatever.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
That's
So
amazing.
So you're not looking forward to this He-Man movie? You don't?
No, I said I am super looking forward to this.
But you're not looking forward just to watch him fall. It seems like to me.
Oh no, not just a fall, but I hope it's great. I honestly, I want to see a good movie. I don't ever want to see a bad movie, unless I certainly hate somebody. I don't know, but I think I really do want to see a good version of this. Skeletor's a cool looking design,
Yeah.
and He-Man itself is just so weird and silly.
Do you think they should update it though, so they don't run around in their little?
Oh yeah, you gotta change their costumes.
So you're gonna change it up
yeah.
then? Yeah.
Like Skeletor, he's literally wearing a hood and no shirt. Like that makes no sense. But yeah, I think you could do it. You could do a pretty cool fantasy movie. I'm not sure. Like the last movie I think that did this well was the first Thor. And that's it. That's all I got. Thor's the closest to He-Man.
Yeah, it's
We
pretty
can
close. With because they've got swords and shields, but they've got spaceships and stuff.
And laser beams and...
Yeah, but it seemed how weird it was in Dark World. It seemed so weird to watch spaceships
you
flying
can't judge
through.
that because Thor the Dark World had a lot of problems.
Yeah,
and
but
even then it was still...
But it's weird to watch these guys
Was
walk
it
around
really
with
weird?
swords and stuff, and then all of a sudden these spaceships come down and they're shooting laser gun blasts. And then Thor's city, all of a sudden they've got laser cannons. Like, doo-doo-doo. I'm like, then why are they even bothering with swords and...
Magic hammers?
Yeah.
Because the magic hammer is the best weapon to go reach for.
Well, you understand, remember what Thor said, though. In our world, science and magic are the same.
Yeah.
So, it's like, whatever.
That explained everything.
Exactly. So,
he's
I don't
like,
know.
he looked at Iron Man, he's like, you and me, we are the same. We are the same. No,
You
they're
know what I
not.
don't understand? What is wrong with Man at Arms, by the way? Why does he have a white face and then his whole body's green?
Because, man,
Is there
it's really
something wrong with
expensive to
him?
make. He had gangrene, I don't know.
No, like why is that? Like
he can't get that robot suit thing
I
off.
wanted, like when you buy the figure too. I
very
remember,
weird.
Yeah, it's not like he's wearing clothes. No, it's his skin because he's just like He-Man and Skeletor. He's got a little vest thing, metal vest thing, and an arm thing and a leg thing, and then he's wearing little fuzzy panties. Yeah. So it's like his skin is green.
What would you rather see? Would you rather see He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or would you rather see Thundercats? Because it's the same fucking property. It's the same thing.
I'm gonna have to go with He-Man though.
Yeah.
I would have to go with He-Man.
Would I like to see Thundercats too? Yes.
I would like to see Thundercats, but I don't know if it'll project to live action because think about it. I mean, there's no hold back. They're cat people, so you're gonna
And
watch
they fight
this
a
cat-
mummy.
Yeah, and it's
Christoph Waltz as Mumra.
that would work. Yeah.
Mumra!
Right, that would work.
Get in my big pyramid. That'd be great.
I want the big cat.
Yeah.
Who has the little sword that turns into the big sword.
I adore your sword.
Yeah.
It'd be so good. It'd be good. There we go.
So I don't know. Yeah, let us know if you're really excited about this. That Sony is doing a He-Man. Are you excited about it? What are your expectations?
I want it. I want this so bad. I'm not even like being a dick about this. I generally think I want to see this. Because, come on, we're running out of 80s properties, and they already fucked up Gem. Come on, give me He-Man. Give me He-Man. It's not even my generation.
I'm staring right now at this GIF that somebody put together with Skeletor, and he's just waving his arms in the air. Like, he's supposed to be screaming. And I don't want to be adult or nothing, but it sounds like
he looks like
he looks like he's fighting dragons. Like
there's two serpents coming at him. They grab him by the head and shake him back and forth.
Yeah.
And then he had to drink their venom after it spat out. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, thanks. That was a better.
If you can't figure out what I'm saying here.
Yeah, it's a very strange gift that I'm watching.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So He-Man. Look forward. Do you think it'll really be done in a year or 2 years?
I don't know. I hope so.
I mean, I know you hope so.
Sony's stupid.
Or do you think this is one of the things that's going to end up disappearing?
I think they don't have a director. They just have a release date. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, man, I want this to happen though. It's going to be so ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. What else we got? What else happened? Let's talk. Speaking of big action movies and stuff, let's talk about Jurassic World Part 2.
Ooh!
That's right.
It's going to be called Jurassic World: The Lost World, Now Found. Right? That's just the title I made up right now.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh, Jurassic World: The Lost World, not so much now. How about that? That's pretty good.
It should actually be called Jurassic World 2 Chaos Theory.
Ah.
Yeah.
Or just merge them together. Jurassic Lost World.
Yeah, right? But why would we mention this, David? Because
the best thing in the first Jurassic Park movie is gonna be in the sequel.
Yes, the sequel to Jurassic World.
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum will be returning as Dr. Malcolm. I'm going to be in the sequel. Yeah, and
what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm Goldbluming?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always thought after the first one, the rest of the movies kind of branched off in their own dimension, like DC. There's a whole other timeline, right?
Oh.
So it's like
I know where that timeline went right into a crapper. Because I got bad.
I feel like somebody messed with the timeline, and Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Malcolm, ended up in Jurassic World. So it's like he's crossed over the time stream or something. It seems weird.
I want to say this for the record because I hate this argument.
Oh.
And the argument is, what is the best of Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3? Which is the better movie? Because this debate has gone on forever, and I feel like the answer is wrong.
You're going to say Jurassic 3 is better?
No, I'm not.
Oh, really?
The world thinks Jurassic 3 is better. Jurassic Park 3 is better.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're talking about the whole, hey, I can talk to velociraptors now.
Yeah, with a horn. Yeah.
That is that movie was terrible.
That movie's really bad.
And I'm really disappointed that Sam Neill agreed to be in it.
Sam Neill's in it and sucks, and William H. Macy sucks.
Right.
And they steal the plot of Aliens because there's like a little kid that's like Newt.
Yeah.
It is bad.
And they mostly eat us all. Mostly. That's what you should have said. I didn't think Jurassic 2 was that bad.
I think it's really bad.
Really?
But I think there's some genuine cool moments. When they're trapped in the bus and it's going over the cliff.
Oh, that's
great.
I like Jurassic World 2. I really did. I like Jurassic Park 2. Yeah, I like The Lost World. I thought it was fun. It's a little hokey that all of a sudden, oh, by the way, we have another island. That's what we...
A gymnast daughter use her gymnastics to kill Jurassic...
I hate the fact that all of a sudden they get back to the States, and after everything they've been through together, Vince Steele's character just disappears.
Yeah.
He gets back to the world, he goes, hey, we should stop that dinosaur. And Vince Steele's pretty much like, screw you guys.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Not Vince Steele, Vince Vaughn.
Vince
Vaughn, yeah. His character, he risked his life.
I hated Vince Vaughn so much in that movie.
Did you really?
I hated him.
Why?
Because I believe in animal rights too, but that guy was intolerable. He's like, oh, let me just, they're capturing all these dinosaurs, that's not cool. I'm gonna open all the cages, and now they're eating all these people, because the lives of animals are better than the lives of people. I'm like, fuck you, Vince Vaughn, you're still not money in this movie, man.
Like I said, there's a lot of problems Jurassic.
And there's a lot of lazy writing, what's his name? Malcolm? Is his name Malcolm?
Dr. Malcolm.
Dr. Malcolm. He's a a philosopher mostly, right? Like it was like a chaos theory.
Chaos theory, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, weird science guy.
He was a rock star.
Yeah, he's a rock star scientist.
That's what,
you know,
that's what the owner, what's his face, said. Remember?
Yeah.
You bring Lars. You bring a rock star or whatever.
And his girlfriend happens to be a girl that's obsessed with dinosaurs. Like, come on, like what's?
Well, no, she's a photographer. He said she's a photographer. She was all over the country, and then she got called to do pictures of this. So it's like a big deal.
That is bullshit.
That's Julianne Moore, sir.
I like Julianne Moore.
Well, anyway,
I know, I'm weird.
But anyway, so how's this gonna work though? So
it's gonna make perfect sense.
because if I remember correctly, they said Jurassic World takes place basically after Jurassic Park. Like the rest of the movies don't exist.
No, they never said that. That's what everyone wants to think.
Oh, really?
But they never officially said.
Oh, I thought that was like an official thing. Like,
no, you can't do that. You can't really do it. In the Jurassic Park universe.
well, because they did it like in Michael Myers. Remember? They made the Michael Myers H2O, and the other movies never existed. Like they act like the other Michael Myers movies never existed.
Nah, that's horseshit too.
If you actually watch it, that's why Jamie Lee Curtis's character's alive. That's why she's in hiding because the others never.
Well, she could have had the kid and then went in hiding, and it was like, fuck that kid. I never liked it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's fucked up. I mean, right?
That makes sense.
She just abandoned her daughter.
She abandoned her daughter, let her daughter get killed by and then she, Paul Rudd had to raise her daughter.
Yeah,
was
that's
in a
just
bathtub or something.
That's just creepy though. It was like the Michael Myers should have grabbed Jamie Lee Curtis and said before he killed her, made her sit down and make her say it. She could have said, "I've abandoned my girl.
Yeah.
I've abandoned my girl."
Yeah.
Whatever.
We just argue the continuity of the Halloween movies.
Yeah, which wasn't even the point.
Which is already sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dr. Malcolm, come on.
How's this gonna really? You think this works okay? I mean, I don't know.
A movie with Jeff Goldblum in it, I'm interested.
I'm just saying though that
Because I like Jeff Goldblum.
what is he possibly gonna say? He's gonna right away at the
He's
beginning.
gonna say "much go faster" is what he's gonna say. I'm gonna be like, yes.
He's gonna get back. What's the first thing he's gonna say? He's gonna say, Chaos would have said your park would have went wrong. Oh wait, it already happened in the first one. So what is he possibly gonna say now?
Okay,
it's gonna go wrong again. I'm like,
in Jurassic World, I enjoy Jurassic World. It's dumb.
I enjoy it too. It's a very fun
movie.
movie.
It's a dumb bag of dirt, but it's a fun blockbuster, and it was a lot of fun. And minus Chris Pratt, what characters in that movie had personality? Had any personality that you? Any?
Well, I'm thinking.
You don't have to name the character's name because God, that's impossible. Because
Bryce Dallas Howard had some kind of personality. She was a business chick.
yeah, I guess
And remember, she
ran in high heels.
Yeah, and she folds up her sleeves, and he looks at her and says, what does that mean?
All of Bryce Dallas.
Which is a great line. I love that. Him looking
Yeah,
at her
anyway.
going, what does that mean?
Yeah, but that's literally it. The two leads of the movie are the ones that kind of have personality.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but everybody had a personality in the first Jurassic Park. Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody was
that's
memorable.
true. Yeah, everybody was,
The person who had the most personality was who?
Malcolm was, yeah.
It was Malcolm, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to put a friggin' needle of heroin, a pure character, personality into the sequel? Yeah, you gotta get Dr. Malcolm back.
But I just don't understand what he's going to do, though. Like...
He's gonna say sarcastic quips and be like, "Oh, I shouldn't be here," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Is there any actual information yet out about Jurassic World 2? I mean, is there any...
No, there's rumor that there's gonna be a really cool underwater sequence.
Yeah, okay, but I just heard a rumor that, which I didn't know if it's true, but they're really going to move more forward with the whole weaponizing dinosaur thing.
I have no idea.
Because that was a big deal.
Because it worked out so well last time.
Right, so I kind of was like, when I heard that rumor, I was kind of like, oh boy, really? Now we're going to get every fanboys thing where dinosaurs running with shooting missiles off their back.
You know what, it's that, dude, or they were going to go with that other idea, that failed idea, where they started merging people and dinosaurs.
That'd be awesome.
That's going to be so cool.
Dr. Malcolm gave a speech about that.
Yeah.
You people are so worried about combining DNA, you don't realize you're creating mutants, which is going to... Did you see what happened in 1960?
You threw a lunchbox, you're packaging it, you're selling it.
And now we got lizard men running
You got
around.
lizard men everywhere. Everyone's got a lizard man.
Did you ever think
of what the lizard man thinks? What he wants.
Right. Does the lizard man even want to survive? Does he want to live like this? You know? Yeah. All you need to do now is give him claws or something.
And at the very end of the movie, he looks at the poster of the movie he's in, very meta, and go, "It's a big pile of shit." That'll be the end credit stinger.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool because that
I just like
Dr. Malcolm was pretty fun. He's pretty fun in the second one too. I mean, his lines
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
he's
second
got
one
some
were great
fun
too.
stuff.
I mean, remember his line when they first get there, they look at the dinosaurs, they're like, oh, he's like, yeah, that's how it'll start, oohs and ahs, and then it ends with running and screaming.
Yep.
I mean, he's got great lines in there.
Jeff Goldblum's always is the best part of Jurassic.
You know what's fun about this too is you think they decided to do this after seeing the chemistry with them and Guardians of the with the whole Marvel deal. Do you think they
Maybe.
started going, hey, you know what's kind of cool? We should get him from this Marvel movie and Chris Pratt and put them in a movie
Ride the
together.
coattails of that?
Yeah,
maybe.
You think
maybe.
they might do that? I don't know. All right, so let us know what you think of Dr. Malcolm returning. I don't know.
I think
You know what I
we
did
should
like about
go
Jurassic
back
World?
to
I liked the little surprise action that the owner of the theme park wasn't a dick.
Yeah.
If you watch it, the theme park owner is actually like, we gotta shut this down. Instead of saying, oh, we can save it and still save lots of money. No, he says, no, let's kill that thing because we gotta save people first. I thought, oh my god, this is completely wacky. This is like weird, upside down
then he
business
crashes
owner.
helicopter.
Yeah, then he kills.
Yeah, I was like, dumbass.
Whatever,
You get.
He tried, man. He
Waited
tried to-
15 minutes for the military guy to show
Yeah,
up.
he tried, man. He tried to do the right thing.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
So you're excited about Jeff Goldblum and Jurassic World? That's what we're getting at here. You're excited
I'm
about
more excited about He-Man. I'm still high on He-Man.
All right.
You know what? Put Jeff Goldblum in He-Man. I'd be more excited.
Speaking of excitement.
Jeff Goldblum is Skeletor.
Speaking of excitement and creaming yourself. Oh no, maybe you didn't say. Maybe I was just thinking that
Oh,
personally.
okay.
I was just
You were
thinking in
just-
my head. Never mind.
Just
Sorry.
in your head.
Um,
you were looking at that Skeletor.
I keep
gift.
yeah. I keep talking about it and I keep promoting it because I love the first Kingsman so much
Yeah. You
that
do.
they finally released that teaser and everything zips by so quick and it's kind of the joke was like, oh, what the hell happened? And then of course somebody went and slowed it down bit by bit so you could check everything out. They finally released this week.
The
actually, the week
official
before.
full teaser.
Is it a teaser or is it an actual
Teaser.
trailer?
I don't really know.
I think it's a trailer, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know what the hell.
I think it's the first trailer. Anyway, the first trailer is finally out for Kingsman: The Golden Circle.
And everyone's back. We're talking Eggsy,
Yeah, we're talking Lancelot,
Merlin. That's everyone knows in the last one, right?
Yeah. And
That princess who got it in the butt at the end.
is she back in it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. No, I think she one and done, sir. One and done. But it looks real. It's out. It's full of action, and I love the fact that they slapped in the song.
Sinatra's
Frank
in my head.
Sinatra, yes. I don't know why, but I love it. It sounds weird, but it plays off really good in it.
I have a question for you, John.
Yes, go ahead.
This is being probably co-written and directed by, it is being co-written, directed by Matthew Vaughn,
Okay.
who's done Kick-Ass and X-Men First Class.
Okay.
Is The Kingsman your favorite movie of his?
I think it is. I absolutely, I don't know why I want to use this word, but I simply adore Kingsman.
I adore this film.
This
You just
film
want
so
to be
much.
British so
Yes.
bad.
I think it's because it's Kingsman. I just want to
Yes.
say I adore it so much. It is so grand.
Oh, saw it off.
Yeah.
Did I say that right? Did I say
I
that?
want to stick my two fingers. Saw it off.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I really do. I really love Kingsman. I don't know why. I think
Okay.
because it was such a huge surprise hit. Like
Because it looked so bad and then it ended up being so
it looks so cheesy, yeah. And I thought it was gonna be a fun, cheesy action film. And then I walked out going, "Oh my god, the writing was amazing, the acting was amazing, the fight scenes were amazing, the cool spy stuff was amazing. Everything about it was awesome." So I've been waiting for this teaser for it to come out. I finally watched the trailer and I was just blown away. I was like, "I want it now."
Oh, okay. You really like this trailer?
I really liked the trailer. I really did. I
Okay.
really liked it. It excited me. And I was really worried about when I heard Halle Berry's going to be in it and Channing Tatum. I thought, oh god.
I think
That's
Channing
really-
Tatum's playing a doofus, so it's pretty.
Yeah, but I like the fact that it makes sense that there's a secret organization for Americans too called the
Americans, yeah.
Statesman, and that's what it looks
Yeah.
like he's a part of. So I was like, it could be alright. I mean, I don't know. But like I said, it looks like it's full action. It's even got a cheesy bad guy with a weird
Robot arm.
arm.
With his what were the, Bionic Commando. That old
Yeah.
video game? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was like, they're fighting the Bionic Commando.
Yeah, so it looks cool to me. I like the fact that it looks like it's full of surprises too, and I love the fact that it's almost personal now. Not that the first one wasn't personal either with the death of Harry, but like this one,
What?
like something.
Harry died?
If you watch the first one, yes.
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe he did or maybe he didn't. You'll have to see.
I assume he did not.
Yes.
I'm assuming it hit a metal plate in his head.
That could be, yeah. But this one looks like they get attacked in their own home front. They come to my house.
That's what happened last time too. That's my only concern. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
man,
they should take that
you
shit.
guys get taken out a lot. You guys
Yeah, I
got
didn't think about
bitches.
that crap. You're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But I am really excited about it. So look it up online, the Kingsman Golden Circle trailer. Watch it again. I've watched it like 3 times now. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I like it a lot.
And I think, like I said, I think the Frank Sinatra song, it really makes it in there. It makes it almost emotional and fun at the same time. It looks like they have tons of good action too, so I'm all for it. This should be like one of those things everybody rushes to see opening night. It's got. We should all cosplay as Kingsman. I'll show up in tuxedos or nice suits and show up.
I'm trying to think what's Sleop? Is there any Sleop? No, I'll dress like Eggsy before he became a Kingsman.
Oh, with the hat.
The flat rimmed hat and.
We should get a guy. Somebody should join us, some friends, and somebody can dress up like Samuel Jackson. Talk with Lift. I love the Kingsman. I can't wait to see it. It's so great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yes. Cosplayers. There you go. We just gave you a whole new outfit. Dude. Somebody cosplay.
I think it's probably the most mainstream movie where they talk about butt sex.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
think it kind of is.
Is that not the coolest thing ever too? The way she says it. You can do me in the asshole. She just the way she says it because she's got that Swedish accent on her.
Okay. All right.
All right. Cool.
All right, go Swedes.
I just love the fact that he turns to her and says, "I'll be right back."
Yeah.
That's so great. Yeah, that was the other thing that makes Kingsman so great too. Is besides the
butt
action,
sex.
the butt sex too.
Butt sex.
But the little jokes, like the jokes are pretty hilarious.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I mean, and I don't think they could get any way better to play Eggsy than Taron.
I think that kid's a friggin' movie star, and it's a shame to me that I haven't seen him in other things yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in that too because he's. I think
He looked great at Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah, he looked like he played the part. He looked like he was good in the part. I never saw the movie though, so.
I'm told it's a real kind of movie, one of those movies that like hits you in the heart, and it's pretty sweet.
But it's like Hugh Jackman seems to play the same kind of part over and over again. Hey, now he's the coach. It's
Yeah,
like
he's always healing and stabbing.
Yeah,
all
and
the time.
and he's almost like I'm the old. Remember he was in the Robot movie too. I used to be a great boxer. Now I'm.
Okay, first off, the fact that you remember Real Steel.
Well, you remember the title, sir. As well.
I've never seen that movie.
I saw it. I'm just saying though that I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to say it because of nothing against Hugh Jackman. It's just like
I like Hugh Jackman.
I like Hugh
Why do you
Jackman.
hate
It's like I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know.
He was awesome in Prisoners, which you have not seen yet.
I have not seen that movie.
Watch Prisoners. He's more terrifying in that movie than Logan.
Wow, that's awful lot to say, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, speaking of it, did you hear they're going to release Logan with
In black and white?
Do you think that adds to the fun?
I think it does.
Does it really?
I think so.
Why?
I like a lot of black and white version movies. The black and white version of The Mist is amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Hides the really bad CG.
I heard they're doing a Mist for TV now.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
I don't know.
You know why? You know why it looks like shit?
Why?
What was cool about The Mist? What was in The Mist?
Butt sex?
So much butt sex.
I did not see that one,
grab
actually.
people and it would drag them out and they'd have butt sex. No.
So was the Japanese anime? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
it was like
every man anime.
Right.
No, what was in The Mist was animals. The Mist was atmosphere leaking into it was atmosphere from another dimension leaking into a small town, and these creatures were running around and killing people. And it was terrifying. Like the creatures are dumb, but it's a monster movie. It's a creature feature.
Right.
And this movie, the TV show, isn't about creatures. It's the mist comes in, and oh no, now you're gonna act like an asshole, and you're gonna be a serial killer. I'm like, I've seen this so many times.
Oh, really? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Boo! You know what I want to see? I want to see tentacles and butt sex. That's what I want. Give me that.
When did we get a live action hentai movie? What was that?
Oh, we did.
Did we? What was that?
Super.
called? What do you mean?
When God attacked him. You don't remember that? He was watching hentai, and then he took a nap later, and then whatchamacallit, tentacles came from the wall and cut open his brain, and God touched his brain. It's because he watched hentai before it.
What was this on?
Super.
Super.
With Ellen Page, and
I don't remember that scene at all. I need to go back and watch that movie now.
that's when he goes insane. Yeah, like he kept talking about how like he saw God and Jesus talks to him, and
Man, I
that
remember
movie's
that.
amazing.
Wow.
I
need to go
think
back and watch
Super
that.
is great.
I saw it. I remember Ellen Page and the Hollow Elephant. So because it was all squishy. And,
Oh God, yeah.
So all right. Anyway, yeah. So
More
look up
cosplays
Keep
of
the
that,
Golden
please.
Circle. Lastly, there was another trailer came out
Yes.
that it sounds really goofy, but it looks entertaining to me.
It doesn't sound goofy. I think it's a great premise.
Right.
Not really, but-
Saved from direct-to-video fate, by the way. This was gonna go straight to direct-to-video, which tells you right off the bat, like, oh.
First off, Netflix makes some great films, and
They
they go
do.
straight to video.
Is that considered direct to video though if it
Yeah.
streams first? Is that still considered that way?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Well, straight to video. One of my favorite young actresses.
She's not so young now.
No, she's not. Shut up, man.
Okay.
Shut up. But she's currently on a hit
She's
TV
this
show.
Up and comer actress.
Yeah.
She's only like 33.
Yeah. She's She's currently on a hit TV show. This Is Us. So
This
obviously
Is
she's
Us.
getting attention again. So
Yeah.
she's like, oh look, that show's really good. So maybe we should give her some movie roles again. But Mandy Moore is returning to the screen again in a film that was originally going to be direct to video, and it's been saved, and they decided to release it in film. A movie called 47 Meters Down, coming June 16th.
Ooh. What is this about?
Okay, this movie's about Mandy Moore and her friend, played by Claire Holt,
Claire Holtz.
as a pair of cave diving sisters who go into a shark cage, while on vacation. Let's do the shark cage thing, because that's so cool to do. It's so much fun. Yay! Yeah. Because it always works out so well. Haven't they ever seen movies?
It is kind of hard to go like, hey, the horror that happens in Jaws, like these are just people swimming.
Yeah.
They're not looking for trouble.
Right.
That bitch is looking for trouble. Like, why are you pushing the sharks? Huh? Like, come on.
You should know, right? You go to the wrong neighborhood,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But okay, so Mandy Moore and Claire Holt are sisters, and they go into the shark cage, goes into the water.
And also, just from this trailer, sketchy guy.
Yeah.
Pretty sketchy dude.
Matthew Modine, I believe.
Yeah,
is
pretty
the guy.
sketchy looking.
Matthew
And a sketchy
Modine,
boat.
He's pretty good at playing sketchy characters, by the way.
Sketchy boat, sketchy cage, a little rusty.
Yeah.
It's like, you're kind of dumb.
I will say
Kinda
this though, it isn't a little. The film looks a little cheesy, but it looks like.
Oh, it looks good cheese.
But it looks fun cheesy. But yeah, I was half expecting Matthew Modine to have like a cheesy accent too, like,
Oh.
hey, you went to the white guy going, hey, you went to go in the boat, like some really cheesy.
Come on, beautiful lady, go to the boat.
Something really obnoxiously ridiculous. But
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be he's gonna be like, I gotta feed them, or like he would go like full nutso.
well, I'm not necessarily. I'm not.
Can't rule that out yet. I guess.
Yeah, I'm not careful with that because I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe he's psycho, but maybe he's trying to hold him hostage or something for money or something. Because the point is that they go into the cage. How does it go? Women go into the cage. Cage goes in the water.
Mandy Moore goes in the bathing suit. Mandy Moore in the bathing suit goes in the cage.
Cage goes in the water. Shark is in the water.
Salsa shark.
Yes. So then of course they're in the cage. Oh, it's scary. It's fun. And all of a sudden, clink! Somehow, never happens anywhere else in the world, but somehow the cage detects and falls 47 meters under in the bottom of the ocean, and now they're under the ocean, in the bottom of the ocean, trapped down there in this cage with the sharks swimming around.
Yeah, we're brothers.
Yep.
First off, we would never do this.
No, I'm no.
Ever. But so, snap, cage goes down. Me and you trapped in the cage.
Yep.
Do you try to make a break for it up at the top, or would you just murder me and take my oxygen tank?
I would probably. That is a very good question.
I know, because the reason I asked this because I thought this right away, and I was like, "I'm killing you. Take your oxygen tank."
Man, that's cool. Jeez Louise. Wow. Why don't you give me a fighting chance? Why don't you be like, let's both make a run for it. Whoever gets eaten by the shark, just sacrifice yourself then and let the other brother get away. Alright? That's
Maybe.
fine. So if we're both swimming.
See, what I would do is I would be like, "Let's go for it." And we start swimming, but I'd yank that oxygen tank right out of you. And while you're going, hold on, you're panicking, you're waving around.
So you swim behind me, stab you in the side. Oh, what are you doing? You take my cage.
I take my mouthpiece off and go, "He's over here! He's wounded!"
Let's flirt out and you swim away, grab my finger. Wow. And you tell me, good luck, John! Right, yeah, okay. Sure. Great. Now you see how that works.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And this evidence, don't go swimming with me. 'Cause
Right.
you're gonna end up
Hey,
dead.
all's fair when it comes to sharks, right?
Yeah, well, even honestly, if there wasn't even sharks, and I was like, I have to kill you to take your oxygen tank because I'm not a good enough swimmer. It's gonna be difficult for me.
But okay, so yeah, I don't know. It looks fun to me. It looks
It's a
stupid
fun
fun. It
premise.
looks like
Yeah.
stupid. Now, this is something we'll talk about later. Well, I'd love to do. We're gonna do an episode sometime when we talk about Jaws. Because let's be honest, Jaws started the whole shark deal, and it was a scary movie. It terrified people. It still has a marking where it terrified people to go, stay away from the water for a while, But now we've got all the stupid things that came after it. We've got super mega shark versus things now. We've
Orca.
got we got Orca. We got Deep Blue, which wasn't necessarily
Deep Blue
bad.
Sea?
Yeah, which wasn't an awful movie.
Oh,
but,
that was a great bad movie.
yeah, but it's let's increase the brain size. You know,
Come on, no one's gonna forget LL Cool J saying "You ate my bird."
right. But I'm saying though that unfortunately things have gone downhill. People just aren't scared of sharks as much anymore, unless they're like super, whatever. It's always got to be something. Like recently, we haven't seen it yet, but you said you wanted to see the Blake Lively film, Shallows. Yeah, that looked pretty good. She's trapped and the shark's swimming around with her.
Yeah.
It's still kind of a scary premise. You think about it, this whole shark thing. I think it's still a really cool idea if you can do it right.
Shark's scary.
Right. There was a movie, I can't remember what that was called though. It was another shark movie where it turned out the guys were psychos and they were trapping people. Did you ever see that one? And they were filming it for reality because they were making money off, you sell it to the news and stuff and you get money for it. So they would trap people and they would feed the sharks and then they'd get people eaten and then they'd film it. And it's these people trying to fight to survive.
No, swim out there a little bit further. Here, hold this steak.
Right.
Hold the steak.
And it was like these stupid redneck boys or whatever. I can't think of what the name of the movie is. Somebody send it to me because I'm too lazy to look for it because it wasn't that good of a movie. But
I watched Sand Sharks with Brooke Hogan.
Did you really watch that?
That was amazing.
Well, didn't she do a couple of those now?
She did a couple of those, yeah. I think she was a shark expert.
Oh, of course she was. Yeah. All right.
It's real good. Yeah. It was like someone saw Tremors and also liked Jaws and was like, how do I ruin both these movies?
Did she act like her dad in the sex tape? Did she go, "Oh, I feel like a pig," and then she would swim?
Is that what he did in the sex tape?
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah. I at least that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it. I have no interest in actually seeing it.
I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm glad you told me the highlights.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So it looked fun to me. First off, I'm a big Mandy Moore fan. I think she's a very pretty girl. That's the number one thing. I hate to be sexist, but that's the first thing that attracts me to her. I think she's very attractive. I've met her once because we went to get her autograph once when she had a release.
Really?
We met her.
I did not know this.
Yeah, we went and met her.
I've known you for years.
Yeah,
I've known you my whole life.
It's kind of embarrassing though, because she was a young girl at the time, and we were a bunch of grown people going to see little Mandy Moore signing autographs. So she was real sweet that we walked by, and she was like, "Hi guys."
You got something signed?
No, I didn't. We were with Rob and Jody. Rob.
You didn't get something signed, you bitch.
I had her. This was back when I had a video camera on a little tape. Yeah. So I have it on tape somewhere of us walking by her and saying hi to her and stuff. But who plays those little tapes anymore?
And if you listen carefully on the tape, you just hear you going, "Oh, be like a pig."
But no, she was really sweet. She's real nice. She was real sweet.
Hey, man, I think her performance in Saved is amazing.
Yeah, she's good in Saved.
I think that movie is better than Easy.
I'm glad to hear that she's on that show now. That's doing really good. So I kind of cool. I kind of would like to see. I want to see this movie. This will be one of those movies I'm bored. And like, hey, what do you want to do? I'll tell my wife, what do you want to do? You want to go see the movie? She'll be like, sure. What movie you want to see? I'll try and convince her. I want to go see 47 Meters Below. It's supposed to be really good, really awesome.
See, like if this was like popped up right away on Netflix, I'd be like, that's my Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Do you think it's a bad idea to release it in theaters?
Probably.
Do you think so?
Yeah, probably. I don't think the Shadow.
It's obviously a low budget movie, yeah. But I mean,
You know how many actors died while making this?
I mean,
none. Probably. I'm assuming.
I didn't know that probably no careers would be born.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a death.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't know. Check it out. Just look at the trailer online. 47 Meters Down. Coming to cinemas June 16th. Mandy Moore and Chris Clare.
Ooh, June. Wow, that's pretty confident that it's June 16th.
Yeah, so it's summer movie release. So
That's pretty weird.
And Matthew Modine's in it. So we
Good
haven't
old
seen
Matthew
him.
Modine.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since Stranger Things.
That's true.
You could use the paycheck, right?
He was doing a creepy European accent. Come on, the pretty ladies, get in the water, they swim with the sharks.
You trusted me, yes?
I'm not gonna break the chain and let you drown. No, I'm not doing that.
You see this chain? Why does it look so rusty? It's just wear and tear. It's fine.
It's certainly not blood.
Right.
No. Why is there a skeleton in here? Oh, ignore that. It's just the decoration. It's Halloween.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that she's not in a bikini though, just those sexy stuff.
Yeah,
I'm a little disappointed in that. But whatever. I guess they're going sharks from the sharks. They don't want to excite the sharks too much, so yeah. Alright, so anything else that we want to cover for movie this Monday?
I think we're missing the most important thing.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I don't know. All we care about is Guardians of the Galaxy comes out. So that's what
one more week.
Yeah,
I got my T-shirt ready that I'm gonna wear.
Do you really? Yeah. I thought you were gonna watch the double feature.
Ooh, I'd like to do that too. Really?
Really? Why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
Yeah, you got nothing to do for a whole day. So you just sit in the theater all day?
Sitting 4 hours?
Yeah, that's half a day, sir.
Would you? Okay, if someone gave you tickets to see it, would you do it?
Depends on what day it is.
Okay, to go see. I would do the
Maybe
double.
it's a lazy
It'd be
Sunday?
fun,
Sure, why not? Yeah, lazy Sunday, why not? Yeah, that'd be
you're,
fun. Yeah.
you're lazy Sunday.
Do you have time to leave and go get something to eat and come back? Or do you have to
I think so. Yeah, there's a break.
Is there? Like, what's the break? 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
30 minutes. Enough time for you to get up and then
Run to
take
Taco
a
Bell,
wee and then get something overpriced at AMC theaters.
Oh, so you're not going to be able to leave the theater. It's not like...
No, I think you might. It might be an hour. Might be an hour break between.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I can't because I work the whole freaking weekend.
Oh.
And then I have that Saturday off.
Oh, man.
But I'm busy.
You, huh?
I'm occupied.
Yeah, sucks to be you, huh?
Yeah, I am. So I have to stay Thursday night.
Okay, yeah. So,
I might go stag.
all right. How are you guys going to see Guardians of the Galaxy? Because I know you're going to see it. Let us know.
Damn straight you are.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another Movie News Monday. We will see you next time when we all probably talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Same Studio Alley time. Same Studio Alley. I think we have the same times at various times. Mondays, but
whatever. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
But how can they contact you, John?
They can contact me on Twitter
Really? What's your name?
because I'm Blackie Pueblo.
Oh, they can always contact me on Twitter. I'm an Exploited Geek. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they can follow Studio Alley on Twitter too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And there's a Facebook page.
Yep.
Story Mechanics Podcast. Right?
Yeah, Story Mechanics Podcast.
Okay, I got it right that time. Right? Yeah. See.
You can also go to our host site, StoryMechanicsCast.com, and just hit the comment section and just type it up there. Or you can actually just listen to our episodes on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/StoryMechanics. And if you're not much of just a listener person, you can just go to our YouTube channel, which I'm uploading all the episodes up there now. And it's Story Mechanics Podcast.
Will that eventually be our main place to go? Dave?
Yes, eventually. Hopefully by the end of next month it will be.
Oh, all right. YouTube. Woo! YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Money.
Yeah. Because it costs money to go see films. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, how else am I going to see 47 meters down?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you guys want us to review something for you, an old movie, we love talking about old movies. I love talking about old movies. So, yeah, so just let us know. Send us a tweet or something, or a message or something, and say, hey, what'd you guys think of this movie? And we'll be like, hey, Joe Blow at 5721, we think the movie was awful.
That's so weird. Yeah. I know Joe Blow 5721.
Do you? All right.
Yeah.
Good for you, Joe Blow. Special plug. See you next time, guys.